Hunga Tonga erupts on January 15, 2022, at 5:14 p.m. local time. The Hunga Tonga volcano exploded in the nation of Tonga in what was the largest volcanic eruption of the 21st century. This eruption obliterated the existing island, causing a 4-kilometer-wide section of ground to drop by 750 meters or 2,460 feet. Size of the eruption. Although the exact size of the eruption which occurred on that day is still unclear, it was somewhere between 6.5 to 14.7 times larger than the 1980 eruption of Mount St. Helens. Due to the sheer size and unusualness of this eruption, it produced a number of highly unusual phenomena in the short and long term. Sound of the eruption. Short term, the sound of the initial explosions was confirmed to have been heard as far away as Fairbanks in Alaska and central Yukon, a whopping 6,089 miles or 9,800 kilometers distant. However, it may have been even heard at an even greater distance, as several of my viewers reported hearing the eruption in Lexington, Kentucky. Another unusual effect was that this eruption had an unusually white water vapor-rich and ash-poor eruption column that reached the highest level ever recorded, an impressive 58 kilometers or 190,000 feet into the atmosphere, even reaching the layer of the mesosphere. Of the slightly more than $90 million in damage which the eruption caused, almost all of it was caused by the volcano's deadly tsunami. It struck almost the entire Pacific Ocean basin, with wave heights of up 15 meters or 49 feet, with the highest waves closest to the eruption site. Most importantly, as per M. Erderzada and others in an article in Ocean Engineering, the tsunami 90 meters high tsunami began with an initial wave height of 90 meters or 295 feet, and was 12 kilometers wide. Additionally, this paper confirmed that there was not one but two tsunamis created by different causes. The first tsunami was smaller, with wave heights under 2 meters propagated outwards at just under the speed of sound. This smaller tsunami was unusual in that it even caused measurable waves in the Caribbean and in other ocean basins away from the Pacific, and arrived before the main larger tsunami hit the western coast of Mexico. How was this possible? The simple answer is that this smaller tsunami was a so-called meteo-tsunami. In other words, significant displacement, whether it be through a landslide, earthquake, or pyroclastic flows, was not the cause. Rather, it was caused directly by the atmospheric shockwave that originated from a blast-equivalent meteo-tsunami in energy to the simultaneous detonation of tens million tons of TNT. As this shockwave raced around the planet, it caused a prominent short-term spike in atmospheric pressure. As this pressure spike raced across the ocean, it temporarily pushed water down. After the shockwave moved beyond, the ocean rebounded slightly, forming a discernible wave. A similar phenomena occurred during the 1883 eruption of Krakatoa, which is the only known recent documented volcanic eruption which was comparable to Hunga Tonga's eruption. Formation of the second tsunami. Just like Krakatoa, the tsunami at Hunga Tonga was not caused primarily by landslide. Rather, it was generated when part of the massive eruption column collapsed downwards, creating pyroclastic flows. As these pyroclastic flows raced outwards, traveling at least 15 kilometers, part of the gas and material contained in them fell into the water, displacing it and generating a tsunami. The same authors who estimated the initial tsunami height also estimated the approximate volume of water which was displaced, 6.6 cubic kilometers. Although the tsunami created by this catastrophic eruption was indeed massive, it just barely missed the margin required to be considered as a megatsunami. Megatsunamis have wave heights of 100 meters or more. Thanks for watching. If you would like to request a specific topic, please leave a comment below. Additionally, I would like to thank my new patron Jens Skink for supporting this channel.